Did you know that you have the power to change your life just by changing your thoughts? What does that even mean? Well, think about it. If you've been going through life going, oh, woe is me. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, things aren't going right for me. Oh, no one's being good to me. Now look at your world. What's in front of you right now? Are you still feeling that same way? It's normally because what you thought in the past has created your present. And what you think in the present creates your future. I know that from firsthand experience because I used to surround myself with sarcasm. And I even had a sign on my desk at work with a monkey that had its arms and legs just spread out wide, and it said flat out. And every day I walked into that office and I not only felt flat out, but I affirmed that I was flat out every single day. So, what do you think that that brought up for me? Well, of course, I was flat out. Oh, it took me a long time to rip that sign down. It actually took me bumping into a Reiki master who asked me about why I was walking with a walker. And I told her, I have MS. And she said, oh my God, don't ever, ever, ever say that. Now, I asked her, I said, but why? I said, that's my reality. I have it. And she goes, you don't have anything. She goes, you were diagnosed with MS. And she goes, and yes, that's something that you deal with, but you don't have to own and affirm that. You don't have to own and affirm the disease. You don't have to own and affirm the labels. You don't have to own and affirm the limitations. She goes, you get to choose what you say after I have or I am. I'm like, holy crow. And that opened up my entire world to so much more. It's incredible. When you go through life thinking all these negative thoughts, it creates your negative reality. It creates what's in front of you. So if you're not happy with what you see in front of you, whoa, better start thinking about what you're thinking about. You know what I mean? Write it down on paper. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm thinking about right now? And just write and write, write, and write, and write, write. Do a brain dump. Get it all out of your head, and then look at the piece of paper and go, whoa. Because 9 times out of 10, it is some heavy stuff that you have no idea that you're even contemplating up there. And you have to be consciously aware of what you're thinking so that you can change your reality, so that you can design your future the way you want it to be and not the way you're going through it right now. So, the beauty of this, okay, is that you get to choose. You may not have been aware of this in the past, but now that you know, you can make changes. So, and don't get me wrong, it is not one of those bibbity bobbity boo moments where it's like, oh, I'm aware of my thoughts. I can create whatever I want in this moment. Yeah, I wish it were that easy. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes conscious awareness. A lot of times you're going to find yourself going down the same rabbit holes that you've always gone down because it's a habit that you've created. And it's understandable. I mean, that's just the way you've always, made your way through life. So now that you want to create something new, you really have to work hard at it. You really have to be aware. And whatever you do, do not beat yourself up for doing the same thing you've always done, because, like I said, it takes practice. This is a time in your life when, now that you're aware that your thoughts create your reality and that you have the power to choose them and to change them, when you find yourself going back into old habits, you want to show up in love and appreciate your younger self for everything that she went through because she wasn't aware yet. Just give her a big hug and say, oh, I appreciate you. I love you. I honor you. I respect you. You've been through so much. And from this point forward, I choose something different for us. It is such a beautiful synergy when you can see how far you've come along your journey. It is such a beautiful, magical experience when you know that you are the author of your own story and you can create from this point forward what you want to become your reality. So I just play. Just be open to having fun and playing with this. You don't have to get from here to here overnight. You don't have to set a goal of when you want to accomplish this. Just believe that everything is working out the way it was meant to. Now that you finally have this awareness, you can choose how you want your future to look and you can utilize your imagination. You may not have control over your circumstances right now. You may not have control over where you're at in your life, but you have control over what you think about. You have control over this imagination, this beautiful, expansive imagination that you have in your head. No one can take that away from you. So, by all means, have fun, play with it, explore, be curious, have a great time. I appreciate you. Take care.